took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Spencer Ware. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
65, 65, 65. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Yeah. Alert flare, alert flare.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 29-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there.
Thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 39-yard line. Mike, you're outside. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's third down.
58 for Mike. Cut. Oh, lady. 58 to Mike. Hey, orbit.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got Enunwa. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Switch. Begin.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. 55. Hey, eat. I got him. Mike, 55.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Perry. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Luck defers to Mack. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This is Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Justin Houston, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Henry Anderson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Go! 180! Come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Darnold. And Eagles got it, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check three, lady.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Mason Foster.
Intercepted by the Colts. His guys take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Lock. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Darnold keeps it, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go, fellas.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it with Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Lott. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Running on 1st down with Ware. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
675. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch, switch, switch.
They go again with Ware. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, Wood.
A shotgun snap for Lott. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Lott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go right back to Mack. trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch twins.
And again, this is where. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I got you, man, Eddie. Mike, 55. Hey, Charlie. 55. Blue Dan. Here we go.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That is caught at the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Gain of 19 yards. Complete to Bobby Anderson. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now Bell at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
I'm coming after you. Five. Check.
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
53, check 53.
They'll run. This is Powell. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 7, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Luck now to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. They've got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run by Mack to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the Jets' 44-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's third and inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And cuts out right side. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So
squad like what in the field like all day like